Hey everybody, welcome to Round the Twist, episode 301. It's July 12th, 2017. It's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. I know you're going to watch this with Mom later, so happy birthday. I already talked to him today, so that's why I'm not making a big deal out of it. And I didn't realize how falling apart I was right now. Hi! How you doing? It's a knitting podcast, right? Thank you everyone for being so understanding that I didn't record last week. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I had plans to. I just couldn't do it. I love it when they refinagle my work schedule and my body's not used to working 5 days out of 6 and just goes nope to everything that I want to do. Grr. The one thing I have been doing is knitting. So let's get to that. What's on my needles? One thing. It's going to be a very short show this week. So riding around in my, wrong way. My Doctor Who TARDIS Dalek bag from the Silver Shed is my first point of Libra shawl. See, discombobulated all over the place. So the first point of Libra is a shawl that was done as a mystery knit-along designed by Laura Ayler. It is available over on Ravelry. I purchased mine through my sister Knits, which is one of our local yarn shops out here on the Front Range of Colorado. And if you purchased it in the shop, then they would purchase the paper pattern. They would also go onto Ravelry and send it to you. So it's also in my Ravelry library, which I thought was awesome. The yarn I'm using, we're just going to go down all the information, is from Marionated Yarns. There she is. It is her Scrumptious HT base, which is an 80-10-10 superwash merino cashmere and nylon. There's her website, Marionated Yarns. And I'm using the North Sea colorway. So the main color is North Sea, and then I think it's called the Tide Pool. It comes with a gradient set of 5 colors to do this whole thing. Excuse me, it is her Smooth Sailing gradient. So you get 5 colors: Tide Pool, Sea of Glass, Glacial Lake, Arctic Ice, and Polar Frost, along with the North Sea colorway in a full skein. So those, the 5 of the gradient are in smaller put-ups. So you get 600 yards of the main color, which is this. It looks black / navy blue. It's actually this beautiful dark teal gorgeousness that this is not doing justice to. And then the other colors are, you'll see. So I've been working on this the last 2 weeks. Nothing but this. This is my only thing I actively have going on the needles, and it's just been chugging along. Like I said 2 weeks ago, I needed comfort knitting. I needed something I didn't have to think about, but not something so mindless that it would put me to sleep. So if I had I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a very big blank. Miss Babs for the Way It shawl. I can't remember whatever yarn it is that I use from Miss Babs for the Way It shawls. Yowza! There we go. If I had a skein of Yowza in my stash, which I have used them all, I probably would have pulled them out along with one of the Way It shawl patterns and worked on that, because that's the kind of mindless that I need. Something I can sit down in the evenings, even after I'm at work, or after I get done with work and get home, and just go. Well, this is doing that. There's enough interest just with the different directions it travels. It's simple, fairly simple to understand. You can see it's gotten a lot bigger. So it's done in sections. And I explained this last week, but I'll explain it again, or 2 weeks. Last show. You start with the dark color down here. You work your way up this color block. Basically make a scarf. Then you pick up and you do the center triangle. So this whole dark thing. And then when you're done with the center triangle, which I'm now done with, yay, you get to pick up along the other side and you do the gradient in opposite order. So while this you did dark to light at the top, this one you're going dark out to light, only doing long skinny stripes. So I've finished 3 of the skinny stripes of the 5 colors of the gradient. I have started the 4th. So all that I have riding around in my bag with me are the last 2, which are very, very pale. So they're coming across very white, but it is a pale, pale aqua. And then one that almost is, it's like cream, but with just a tinge of blue in it. It's gorgeous. And I love the squish and the softness of this. I'm knitting it up on a US 4, which is what the pattern calls for. I didn't swatch because I was like, hello, garter stitch, and it's a shawl. So yeah, it can block out if I want it a little bit bigger, but once you've, and I'm showing you the wrong side, there we go. So once you get done with all of this, the stripes going out down here, then you pick up, do another layer of dark, and then dark going up this side. So they do it opposite in the example picture, and the pictures on the pattern, in that the main color is light, and you go from light to dark, and then light at the edge. Mine is opposite, and that's just the way the kit was made up. And I love it. I love it. It just, this is so my colors. Teal blues. It's like completely in my wheelhouse, and I love this. And it's just been wonderful for me to work on in the evenings and sit down here and help hubby through Witcher 3 again. And yeah, that's been my only thing on the needle. So I got a huge chunk done on that shawl. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I've got a spider to kill, and I need to kill it quickly because it's right by Phoebe's face. And she didn't even know it was there. Okay. I smushed a spider with a battery because it's what I had nearby. I hate spiders. I hate spiders. I hate spiders. And we've had a lot of them in the house lately. Okay. And now Phoebe's staring at the spot where I squished the spider like, what'd you do, Mama? Oh, poor Phoebe. That spider was going to bite your nose, goober. Okay. I just happened to look down at her and black spider. Kill it. Kill it with fire. We will not burn the house down, but kill it with fire. You are so lucky I didn't freak out like I normally do, because okay, more coffee. More coffee. Coffee has a calming effect, right? I have peach apricot today, and it's so yummy. Okay, that's it. That's all I have on my needles. I mean, I got a huge chunk of knitting done. Huge chunk of knitting, surprisingly, although 2 weeks, hello. I, unfortunately, did not start Tour de Fleece. It's just not my year for it. It's not happening. My goal had been to try to spin on all my days off, and I realized when I had that one day off between working my last weekend and then working the 4th and the 5th, I was just sitting here at home going, oh, crud, I need to spin. Nope, not happening. And that's just the way it goes. I couldn't summon up the gumption to do that. I'm going to get back into my spinning. I really am, because I do miss it, but this was not that time. I realized with work the way it was, and hubby's been picking up some extra shifts, so solo parenting a little bit while he sleeps, when I'm used to having both of us on certain days to give me a little bit of a break too. And we're going to be taking off on a bit of a road trip coming up, and I won't be able to bring the wheel with me because we just don't have room for it. So I just went meh. No Tour de Fleece this year for me. All of you that are participating, awesome. I love seeing all of your progress on Instagram. It makes me miss it even more, but that's okay. Just not my year. It's fine. And I'm going to leave it at that because I'm still tired. I still haven't really recovered, and yeah. So everyone, I hope to see you. I'm gonna try to remember to bring the camera with me when we go on our road trip, and if not, I will see you all for sure in 2 weeks right back here. And until then, happy knitting.